No, I'm going never.
It's Friday. We are live. We have Allie in the house. Allie's in the house. Yeah. Allie, we were
Hello.
talking last night about coming live today and couldn't believe that you hadn't done a live with us yet.
No, not done a live ever. Really
This is-
scary.
Loving it. This is your first ever live.
Absolutely.
Love it. Good. Well, it's going to be amazing because you're amazing. So it's all good. So if you are here and you are watching Allie and I live in the house, please let us know you're here. Say hello in the comments and let us know that you join us on this Friday tea time. Well, it is Friday tea time in the UK anyway. It's been red hot here today, hasn't it? For us northerners. We're not used to it.
No, definitely not.
It's so funny because my house. Hi, Catherine. Well done, Allie. Catherine's saying.
Thanks,
Give us some love. Give us some love. But obviously we live in the northeast, right? So, and my house is a cold house. So I'm sat in my house working, oblivious to the temperature outside with a long sleeve top on. So I leave the house to go to the hairdressers, and I'm driving along the seafront, and obviously there's just loads of people on the beach with no tops on. And then I get to the hairdresser, I'm like, my God, it's like 23 outside, which is warm for Sunderland. So I get in the hairdressers, obviously I've got this long sleeve top on, and then I get my hair dye and I've got to sit under a heat lamp.
Oh, it's amazing.
For about half an hour. My face, my cheeks were going redder and redder and redder. I was literally like, this was not a good idea to wear a long sleeve top and a heat lamp when it's this outside, and they didn't want to open the doors.
No, that's too far too hot. Goodness me.
So,
You'd be like,
quite warm.
Yeah.
Someone saying hi. We don't know who you are, just coming up Facebook, but thank you for joining us. Thank you. If you're in the house, say hi. So we thought we would just drop in this Friday. Oh, you can't hear anything. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Please tell us. Hi, Sarah. Sarah saying she can't hear anything. Everyone else, please tell us you can hear us. Can you hear us? Or is it just Sarah's sound? Let me know you can hear us, please. That would be fabulous. I don't understand, Sarah, what is going on, but you won't be able to hear what I'm saying. Oh no. Everyone else, tell us that you can hear us, please. And we're not just sitting babbling on thinking that everyone can hear us and they can't. You can. I wonder if it's just either a LinkedIn issue or your Sarah. I'm just going to go back to Sarah and say, other guys can hear on Facebook. So I don't know if it's a LinkedIn thing. But okay, thank you. Thank you everyone for showing up and joining us. So we just thought we'd come in and spread some love this Friday evening. And it's our birthday tomorrow. It's Now Is Your Time's 4th birthday tomorrow. So we wanted to get Allie on here to help us to celebrate it, because you have been with Donna and I, part of the community in our Soul Sister program for like way over a year now, haven't you?
Yeah, I certainly have. And it was just amazing joining. It was just one of those things when I don't know how it happened. I saw something on Instagram, and it just spoke to me. I was just at that point in my life where I thought, I can't carry on like this. I knew I had imposter syndrome, but I didn't know what the hell to do about it. And it came up, and it was just fabulous. It just fit. It ticked every box. So I started with one of the workshops, then went on to the Real You Online.
Yeah.
And now I'm part of the Soul Sister coaching group.
So God, forgot about the Real You Online bit.
Yeah.
I forgot you were in there. Yeah. So you actually you hadn't heard of us. You saw something pop up on Instagram about one of our imposter syndrome masterclasses came there.
That's right.
Then, right. Oh, wow. Amazing. Yeah. So that's like way over a year ago now, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I can remember at the time, I know Donna's talked about it before, people saying, well, it's free, so it's going to be crap. And I can remember at the time thinking, oh, I'll give it a go and see what it's like. And after the first 15 minutes, I was just literally buzzing.
Oh,
absolutely buzzing. It was amazing.
And that's the crazy thing, isn't it? Yvette's saying you've had a full journey, incredible progress. Thank you, Catherine. And you know, when you come to the imposter syndrome or you join a workshop or whatever, because you've got imposter syndrome, right? You're shitting yourself joining anyway because you were thinking, like you say, is it going to work? Is it going to be crap? Is it going to be people like me? You're comparing yourself to everyone else who'd be on, and then you get on there, and then you see that you're not alone, that you're not the only one who has this crazy imposter talking in your head. Like, it's very, very common. 88% of us suffer from imposter syndrome, but it just feels like you're being held and safe, doesn't it? When you get around like-minded people.
It was just that safe space where I knew people understood, and I didn't feel like I was going mad, because I actually thought, I'm losing the plot, I'm heading for a breakdown. And when I got in there and I could see people saying the same things, and you're picking up things from other people and thinking, oh yeah, I can do that, I can apply that to my life. Or you're working through the workbook and you think, I hadn't thought about it like that. Not thought about it at all. So it was just totally mind-blowing, really.
And I know when you're saying I was heading for breakdown, you're not joking, right? Because you were heading for burnout.
Oh, completely. Absolutely, completely. And I can remember procrastinating about joining the programme, The Real You Online. And I'd sent a message to Donna saying, I'm worried I've missed the boat. It was coming up to closing date and I was thinking, I've missed the boat. And then I had a one-to-one with you. Do you remember? And you kept saying, what's holding you back from joining? And I said, I don't know, but I've got bloody spelks up my arse sitting on this fence for so long.
Yeah. Yes.
And I was petrified to actually make that commitment, because I kept looking at other people and thinking, but they're better than me and they can do more than I can and they're so much further ahead than I am. And it just isn't like that once you get into the programme.
I love that. Catherine's saying, I have severely imposter syndrome. You give me hope because you look so natural. So if we'd have said to you a year ago, will you go live? What would your answer have been, Allie?
Shut the front door. There's absolutely no way I am getting on Facebook. I couldn't even leave a live introduction to the Real You Online programme. I was absolutely shit in the bed.
And here she is now. This is what happens, right? And it doesn't mean the imposter doesn't pipe up or go, oh God, who do you think you are? What the hell are you doing? But we don't listen to it and we override it and we choose again, right?
But that has taken me a year. We had that online call last night. We had our Sources to Coaching call, and I said to you, I've got that feeling now that I am enough. I can do this. I've got that excitement. I don't mind people asking me things now. And you said to me, that's because you've got the belief. And I hadn't before. I just hadn't got that belief at all. And it just, this last month has been that huge breakthrough. It's been absolutely awesome.
Oh, just gives us heart pains. And I hear you say, I feel it. I know I'm enough. And you mean it.
Yeah. And if I'm not enough for you, well, go somewhere else, because this is me.
Oh my God. Yes. Oh, and what the most important thing is here, right, is like, as long as we love ourselves and we feel we're enough, then nothing else matters, right?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Wendy, what an amazing transformation. Thanks, imposter, but off you go on a long holiday with airport queues. Yeah. Yes. I mean, I know Allie's imposter syndrome name off by heart.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, we just call her, she's just there all the time. We just know she's Gertie. Dirty Gertie.
Dirty Gertie from number 30. But I love this. Oh, honestly, I love it. It's just it just fills us with joy and makes me so happy to hear you and see and feel that you now can see.
Yeah, I feel that energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that energy is there now. It's tangible. I can feel it and I know it's there. And I know it's not going to be there all the time, but I just know that I've got resources now that I can draw on.
Yeah.
I've got my Sources to Coaching group. I've got the soul system. If I feel at all under pressure, all I do is listen to something with your and Donna's voice on it, and it sort of drags me out of that system. I don't go into that spiral now. I can catch it better.
And all kudos to Allie, though, because since you have decided that you wanted to work on your mindset and invest in yourself, not only financially, but this is about time. This is about prioritizing, making it important in your life. you've been all in, right? Since you went to that
completely.
masterclass, you've been all in for yourself.
Completely. I revisit lots of the workbooks, big different pieces all the way through. I pick and choose what I need to, I think, oh, that's causing me a trigger today. I'm going to look back at that workbook. And I've really, really doubled down on that morning routine. I don't think I could let a day go by now without doing something to settle me on a morning. It has to start my day right.
It's got to set yourself up in the right state. Kat's just saying, you've grown so much, Allie, you're a complete inspiration. Good. Kat, you're on LinkedIn. Thank you. So I know that it's working. So hopefully, Suzanne, I think it was, Sarah, sorry, has sorted out the sound issues. You are a complete inspiration to the rest of us. Hear this? You're taking all this.
I am. And you know what? If you'd said that to me a year ago, I'd have gone, get lost. No. And I wouldn't have accepted it. I'd have walked away and thought, oh, they're just being kind. They're just trying to be nice. You know, I don't believe them. Why would I listen to them?
And what do you think now on this, Ed?
I just think I'm full of pride. Thank you so much.
Good. I'll
take that.
Yes. So, Yvette saying, what would you say that one of your top tips having something that will pull you out of the funk? So, yes. So, I want you to share your 3 top tips. So, what is tip number 1 that you would share for anyone who wants to start to work on the mindset?
Well, I think my biggest tip and the biggest thing I've learned from it is meditation. I've got to start my day right. I don't go on my phone straight away when I get up. I keep it out of my bedroom. I get up on a morning, I say my gratitudes, do my meditation, I do a bit of movement, and then I do my affirmations.
Amazing.
And that's every morning now. And if the day I miss something, I feel it.
You can tell.
Straight away.
I love that. And when I was talking about that on a live yesterday, which is around boundaries, right? So tip number 1 from Allie is about meditation, morning routine, movement, affirmations, whatever makes you feel good to get yourself in the right state. And what I was saying yesterday, just to build onto that, is this is about boundaries. You've set yourself a boundary that on a morning you were going to create that space for yourself because you're worth it in order to get yourself in the right state to set the day. It makes such a difference, doesn't it?
And it means I do get up earlier than the rest of the house, but I get up earlier so that I have that time on my own to get my headspace right, to think about what I'm doing that day, to picture it and to walk through it with a positive element to it.
I love it. Oh my God. Amazing. Right. Tip number 2. So tip number 1, a strong morning routine to get yourself in the right state. What's the next tip?
I think the next thing I've learned, and I've only just learned it and I'm just starting to put it into practice, is to catch it. Yvette said about what do you do to get out of that funk? I try and catch it early.
Good.
Because if I allow it to spiral, it takes me weeks to get out of it. And it might be that whole day and it puts just such a slant on it. And I get very negative very, very quickly. So it's catching it and realizing that actually what evidence, I try and use a lot of that helicopter view.
Yeah.
Coming out of myself and thinking, have a look, what evidence have you got that this is crap, this is shit, that you're not doing the right thing, that everybody's talking about you, that they're thinking that you're worthless. There isn't any. Right, Gertie, go to bed, I'm all right.
I love that.
So it's putting that into practice, really. I think that's the second tip I would give.
Someone's saying great advice, and Karen said, I love this. I do this now after realizing the impact. So once you realize you're in a funk, you catch it. Like, what is it I'm telling myself? Do the helicopter view, step out of it, look down and go, what's Gertie saying? You shit, you this, that, and the other. Is that true? No.
Yeah.
And then choose again.
It's looking for that. Yeah.
I love that.
Absolutely. And reset. And if I can't reset at that point, then I try and get to a point in the day. It might be the end of the day where I come home, but then I'll take myself off again. And I know you were all laughing at me last night, but I've started facial yoga.
Your skin looks great. We weren't laughing.
And at the end of the day, I just do 10 minutes pulling my face around in front of a mirror. And if that doesn't get you out of a funk.
Yeah. I love it. I love that. And this is bounce back ability, right? Because, and I love your honesty, because sometimes we can spend days, hours, days, weeks in a funk.
Yeah.
Not know how to get out of it. Like, it's so common. How often when you come to the sessions, when you're in the soul system, like, do you hear people say, like, ask how do you get out of a funk when you're in it?
Yeah.
Because when you're in it, right? So I love the
Completely.
I look at myself, I come out of it and look at myself so that you can bounce back, right?
Yeah, that's what I've started to do. I've had to do it because there's no other way to get past it. If I allow myself to sit in it, and I do for a certain amount of time, because you've got to think what the trigger is that's got you into that spiral. But I try not to sit in it too long. And before I would have just kept going, oh, woe is me, beat myself up, get the sticks out. But now I think, well, no, I did the best I could. And if it went wrong, well, I've learned from it.
I love that. Forgiveness.
But nobody died.
Aha. I love that.
Yeah.
Yvette saying she loves facial yoga. Kat saying I need a demo. And Karen
Not
saying
tonight,
she does it in the car. There you go. It's a thing.
Oh, wow,
it's a real thing. There you go. Right.
You're
Tip
very
number
brave.
3. Tip number 3.
Tip number 3. I think it's back to that forgiveness, self-forgiveness, and accepting. And that's been a hard one to learn, because with that imposter syndrome comes perfectionism.
Yeah.
And that thinking I'm not enough also brings the perfectionism, because I need to prove that I'm better than everybody else. So I work twice as hard as everybody else. And if anybody says, oh, can somebody do this? Yes, me, I'll do it. And then that comes on top and on top and on top, and the layers just build. So I think it's that acceptance and just saying, again, boundaries. I can't do everything, and nobody's going to love me more because I'm doing more.
I love that.
And you do think that when you're not enough, you're looking for that positive affirmation all the time that you're doing the right thing. But yeah, it's just compassion and acceptance and forgiveness.
I love
and
that.
moving forward.
Because a lot of the time we spend time ruminating about what happened the last minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, yesterday, weeks, months, years.
Yeah.
And when we don't have that forgiveness, acceptance that the past is the past, we truly can't really move forward. We say we're moving forward, but we're just holding a lot of shit, a lot of baggage that we haven't processed. So by forgiving yourself, because forgiveness of others as well is about forgiving yourself, you can then really truly move forward without carrying the shit with you, right?
Completely. And I think that's what I was doing. I was crawling on all fours by the time I got to you. And if I put anything else in that bag, it would have dragged me under. So I've had to learn how to, and bit by bit it's come out. Like you say, it's taken me a year of continually revisiting things and thinking about it. Yeah. Because
when you unpack it and then more shit goes in.
Exactly.
Gets full again, then we've got to unpack it.
Yeah. And Yvette's right. It's that perfectionism element of things is just ridiculous. Tie yourself up in knots. And I used to think of things and then rethink it and think it again and think it again. And then originally go back to that original thought and do it that way.
Yeah. We just waste so much energy on thinking about what's happened in the past, ruminating, going over and over in our heads, catastrophizing about what may happen in the future tripping. We just spend so much energy in those spaces. And I know something that you've really worked on as well. Tip number 4, let's give him a Brucey bonus, is being in the present.
Yeah. That's a Brucey bonus, that one.
Yeah,
being in the present, because I don't spend a lot of time in the present. I'm always thinking, what's happening in the past? What have I done? What went wrong? What will go wrong again? And then the future thing, I know I'm going to do it wrong again. I've got this to do, that to do, that. So I don't spend any time in the present. But that sort of changed out of the blue. From nowhere, I got a chance to buy a plot of land in the Eden Valley.
Yeah.
And my money mindset doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
But we did. I made the punt, and we're over there all the time now. Every weekend I normally pack up on a Friday and go. And that's been huge as well. That's given me headspace because I don't take anything with me, and I try and keep away from the phone. And it's just given me that time to breathe. I think that's really helped as well.
I love that. You've manifested, right?
Yeah.
space when you decided you were good enough and worth it to go and be with your family and be present and
Yeah.
just, again, it's your boundaries.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Karen just saying so much resonates, and you and Karen been on this journey together, really, almost,
Together.
haven't been in the Soul
Yeah,
Sister
we have.
program. So
Yeah.
Yvette's saying that's amazing. Oh, I'm loving the interaction on this call. It's absolutely amazing. Does anyone have any questions they would like to ask Allie while we've got her here and she's in flow and, you know,
And
God,
full
we're
of
20 minutes
energy.
in. Like, we're literally, it's just like we can't stop talking. But yeah, do you have any questions you want to ask Allie about her journey and her transformation to really feeling like me? I love that one you said, this is me.
Just me. Yeah, I'm back to me, and I'm seeing the joy in things now. You know, I don't look for the negatives. I'm quite happy to accept what's there and look at the beauty around me. And God, you know, life's good. And we're not here for a long time. So why am I sitting worrying about what's going to happen in the future?
Exactly. I love that. Karen says, where do you feel you are now?
I'm probably more in control than I was. I still think I've got work to do, but that's why I signed up for another stint on the Soul Sister coaching program. Yeah, it was a big investment, but I'd seen so much growth in the first 6 months that I thought I really need to see this through to its end. And I wasn't quite there, but just this last month, as I say, it's made a huge difference. So yeah, I'm probably nearly there. I'm much happier in myself.
I love that. Thank you for the question. Catherine's saying, what steps did you take in the early stage of your transformation? So, you know, when you came to us and you were crawling on the floor with this big bloody bag full of stuff and Gertie was going wild, what was like the first couple of things you did to start your journey?
It sounds counterintuitive, but I was constantly on the Facebook page. I was constantly reading other people's stories. I was constantly reading what they were going through and the banter that was coming back from the other ladies of what support they were giving. And I was really knuckling down on those workbooks. And I sat in a lot of shit.
Yeah. You've got to.
You just have to do that work. It doesn't magically happen.
Yeah, I love that. And sometimes when you start to work through it, it feels so big and overwhelming that you're never going to get there. But it does when you, what did you say to them at work yesterday? Break it down chunk by chunk.
Yeah, break it down chunk by chunk and then it'll be fine. You just have to move through things and it all comes together.
I love that. Oh, we've got loads of questions here. I'm loving this.
Oh my goodness,
Kat, what affirmations do you use?
It depends. It depends how I'm feeling. Mostly that I'm worthy, that I'm loved, that I'm safe, that everything happens for the reason, I'm in the right space at the right time. It depends what sort of mood I'm in when I get up. This morning I was thinking about being loved and having joy in my life and, you know, finding the beauty in the world outside and being present in the moment. And that was all of the things I was thinking about this morning.
I love that.
But another thing that I do, I don't listen to radio anymore on the way into work. I don't listen to radio stations. I tend to put on an Audible or a podcast, and it's something that's helping me get to a high vibe so that I'm not making that journey thinking, oh shit, what am I going to face this morning? What have I got to do? I'm actually thinking about the good things before I get into work, because if I don't, I hit that wall as soon as I hit the car park. As soon as you get in.
I love that. Yvette says, what's the single best thing you've learned?
The single best thing that I've learned is that any of you out there don't give a fuck who I am. Yes, you'll be my friend and you'll say I'm wonderful, but at the end of the day, nobody really judges me. It's me who's doing the judging. You don't. Nobody out there does. I do. And before, when I judged, if people had sent back and said lovely things like they're saying now, I'd have just dismissed that as they didn't know what they were talking about. But now, if you don't like me, you don't like me. Not everybody does.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I know I'm in the right space with the right people now.
I love that.
So that makes a huge difference.
This is huge. That there is huge, because we spend so much of our life thinking about what we think other people think.
Yeah, and that was me.
judgment, but really we're projecting what they think out. It's what we think. So we think that they think it, but it's really what we think. And now what you're saying is because you feel good enough and worthy, you've got less judgment of yourself. Therefore, you don't really give a flying feck what anyone else thinks anyway.
No, and I know deep down my values. I know my values are good and I know they're strong. So I am going to be liked by people because I'm not a horrible person.
Yeah.
Where before I did think I was a horrible person.
Yeah. Gertie told you were, but it was bullshit, right? You call bullshit.
Absolutely.
The vet's in, I think the next step is the elite. Feel it to heal it. Yes. You got to feel it to heal it. You've got to sit in the shit.
Yeah.
I'm on the right track, Catherine says. You give her confidence she's on the right track.
Oh, brilliant, Catherine.
Kat, love that, Ali. Thank you. And you are loved by so many people. Amen to that.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Don't take anything personally. One of the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Yes, I love this. Oh my God. Right. Are you planning on darting off to your little gorgeous place after this call?
No, we're not. We're not going this weekend because we're going graduation dress shopping for my daughter.
Oh, yes. Sorry, you told us that. I forgot. I've got memory loss. I've got Nemo memory loss. Yes, you're going graduating.
Heat lamp.
I love that. That'll be exciting.
A nice day shopping. Yes.
Yes.
Thanks, Karen.
Good. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you for your interaction. Thank you for your questions and letting us know and Ali know that what you're saying really is inspiring and resonating, because it's just great to hear from someone who's literally, like you said, were crawling on your knees with the huge bags, and if you hadn't done something about it, you would have gone under. And I'm sure lots of people are watching this who have felt like that or feel like that now, and it just gives everyone hope and that there is something on the other side. And once you do the mindset work, look at you now.
Oh, I know, but I've got so much inspiration from the ladies on here. Watching all of their journeys really makes a difference, and it makes you think, well, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah, and you are, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much. I'm going to end the broadcast. Ali and I are going to have a little catch up. So thank you for tuning in. I am going to be back tomorrow. Or more interaction. It's such a wonderful live. You're amazeball. So proud to be your soul sister. Truly inspired me today. Love it. So tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time, Kat is going to be interviewing me live on our 4th business birthday, asking me anything that she wants or questions that people have sent in. So if you were around, then join us live tomorrow. Karen, great to finish the week with amazing peeps. We love you. And Catherine, so much to resonate here. Thank you. Thank you, Catherine, for joining us as well. Right, guys, go and have a lovely Friday evening or day, whatever time it is. And thank you so much for joining us. And thank you, Ali, for coming and just sharing your joy and happiness and light across the world.
Thank you for asking me. It's been amazing.
I mean, she hadn't done bad for our first live, right? Let's just say it didn't seem like it was your first rodeo. Let's just say that. So, right, guys, we're going to tune out. Love you and leave you. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.